Can I do the Caliban first?
You can do anything you want. And if you'd like a chair, you can have one.
This one I don't need one. The next one I need.
Okay.
All the infections that the sun sucks up from bogs, fens, and flats on Prosper fall and make him by inch meal a disease. My spirits hear me, and yet I needs must curse. But they'll not pinch, fright me with urchin shows, pitch me in the mire, nor lead me like a firebrand in the dark out of my way unless he bid 'em. But for every trifle that they set upon me, sometime like apes who mow and chatter at me, then after bite me, then like hedgehogs who lie tumbling in my barefoot way and lay their pricks at my footfall. Sometime am I all wound with adders who with their cloven tongues do hiss me into madness. Lo, now lo, here comes a spirit of his to torment me for bringing in wood slowly. I'll fall flat, perchance he will not mind me.
Great.
You look wearily.
No, noble mistress, 'tis fresh morning with me when you are by at night. I do beseech you, chiefly that I might set it in my prayers. What is your name?
Miranda. Oh, my father, I broke your hest to say so.
Admired Miranda. Indeed, the top of admiration, worth what's dearest to the world. Full many a lady have I eyed with best regard, and many a time the harmony of their tongue hath into bondage brought my too diligent ear. For several virtues have I liked several women, none with so full soul, but some defect in them did quarrel with the noblest grace she owed, and put it to the foil. But you, oh you, so perfect and so peerless, are created of every creature's best.
I do not know one of my sex, no woman's face remember, save from my glass mine own, nor have I seen more that I may call men than you, good friend, and my dear father, how features are abroad, I am skillless of, but by my modesty, the jewel in my dower, I would not wish any companion in the world but you, nor can imagination form a shape besides yourself to like of, but I prattle something too wildly, and my father's precepts I therein do forget.
I am in my condition a prince, Miranda. I do think a king. I would not so, and would no more endure this wooden slavery than have the flesh fly blow my mouth. Hear my soul speak. The very instant that I saw you did my heart fly to your service. There resides to make me slave to it, and for your sake am I this patient log man.
Do you love me?
Oh heaven, oh earth, bear witness to this sound, and crown what I profess with kind event if I speak true. If hollowly, invert what best is boded me to mischief. I, above all else in the world, do love, prize, honor you.
I am a fool to weep at what I am glad of.
Wherefore weep you?
At mine unworthiness that dare not offer what I desire to give, much less take what I shall die to want. But this is trifling, and all the more it seeks to hide itself, the bigger bulk it shows. Hence, bashful cunning, and prompt me plain and holy innocence. I am your wife, if you will marry me. If not, I'll die your maid. To be your fellow you may deny me, but I'll be your servant, whether you will or no.
My mistress dearest, and I thus humble ever.
My husband, then?
I, with a heart as willing as bondage ere freedom. Here's my hand.
And mine, with my heart in't. And now farewell, till half an hour hence.
1,000.
Great, good. Can I ask you go back to the beginning? And I'm not going to let you get through the whole thing, but I want to give you a little adjustment on that. It's going to be a little general, but take it and see what you do with it. This guy is a guy who has had, or he says, many, many women.
Yeah.
Right? Kind of a playboy. But I think he's never been actually touched by any single one of them until he sees this one.
Right.
So what does that do to you to think you know how to deal with women and have it all down, and then suddenly somebody turns you completely on your head?
Yeah.
Okay?
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah. Let's see, I can play with that.
Great. And I won't let you get very far, because...
Okay, no problem.
You look wearily.
No, noble mistress. 'Tis fresh morning with me when you are by at night. I do beseech you, chiefly, that I might set it in my prayers. What is your name?
Miranda. Oh, my father, I broke your hust to say so.
Admired Miranda. Indeed, the top of admiration, worth what's dearest to the world. Full many a lady have I eyed with best regard, and many a time the harmony of their tongue hath into bondage brought my too diligent ear. For several virtues have I liked several women, none with so full soul, but in some defect in them did quarrel with the noblest grace she owed, and put it to the foil. But you, oh, you, so perfect, and so peerless, are created of every creature's best.
Good, thanks. Great, that's great. Thank you very much. Can I ask you to do something for me? I know it's throwing something at you.
No problem. A solemn air and the best comforter to an unsettled fancy, cure thy brains, now useless, boiled within thy skull. There stand, for you are spell stopped. Holy Gonzalo, honorable man, mine eyes, even sociable to the show of thine, fall fellowly drops. The charm dissolves apace, and as the morning seals upon the night, melting the darkness, so their rising senses begin to chase the ignorant fumes that mantle their clearer reason. O good Gonzalo, my true preserver and loyal sir, to him you followest, I will pay thy graces home in both word and deed. Most cruelly didst thou, Alonso, use me and my daughter. Thy brother was a furtherer in the act. Thou art pinched for it now. Sebastian, flesh and blood, you, brother mine, that entertain ambition, expelled remorse and nature, who with Sebastian, whose inward pinches therefore are most strong, would have killed your kin? I do forgive thee, unnatural though thou art. Their understanding begins to swell.
That's great, that's good. Thanks so much. Thanks, really good.
Thank you.
Really good. Thanks for coming in.
Yeah.